What you're seeing here are these big trenches that are left behind in the process. There's this big berm that I'm walking on right here. The mine entrance is pretty close. And I'm probably gonna go in the top entrance and come out at the bottom of the mountain and walk the top way out. Right here we see a sinkhole from where the mine collapsed. As you can see, this isn't very safe ground. The whole mine is collapsing. That's probably what these trenches are from. It's from a collapsed mine shaft. This right here is what I'm looking for. A mine shaft big enough for me to crawl down into. It's gonna be spooky, it's gonna be cramped. Now what I need to make sure, I can get out. And secondly, I need to make sure it has an exit. There's a stick in here, it looks like someone threw in. But yep, this is the mine that I'm talking about. If you can see anything, you probably can't see really much of anything. Now, I'm gonna take a Hello? Hello? I'm gonna take a flash photography shot down in there. Just like so. Come on, flash, work. Oh, there's another entrance to my left. So, I mean, I've been in here before. I'm getting lower and lower. There's a nice breeze though. Really nice breeze. I am tired of this. I thought this was gonna be fun. I've been to this one before though, at least I know how long it is. Should be able to get on out pretty fast. Alright. Holy hell. I'm not worried about like anything but collapse. I don't worry about getting dirty. I don't worry about touching the walls and the bottom. I just worry about touching the ceiling. I'm coming to the great room. So I'm way over halfway there. Alright, here's the great room. There's a channel down there that leads to, I can see daylight on the other side too. There's a channel down there that leads to water. I'm going to turn off the camera for a second and take some flash photography. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm glad that I'm talking to the camera like it's another person because it makes me feel way better to know that there's another person to talk to. At least the tunnel got really big. Here's the hole, the air hole. You see it goes straight up like that, and there's barbed wire fence around it, and that's how we breathe down here. This isn't a hard rock gold mine. This is a gold mine that was carved out of clay. So it's really not safe. It is one of the shittiest places to go down into. And I thought it was going to be fine until I saw the opening of that height. You guys, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Alright, I'm going to keep going through. It would be not crazy at all if there was like a person standing outside on both ends and there was a person going with me. Because we'd be able to get help really fast. I'm going to take a picture of this passage, so I'm going to cut the camera off for a second. Alright, I'm back. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm almost through, and it's gotten really tall. It's really nice. It's quite comfortable. I'm a little over 6 feet, and there's some places that have hard rock and stuff, and they seem a little bit safer than the clay stuff at the top because it's closer to topsoil. But I'm about 6 feet tall, and I'm standing comfortably. I'm a little over 6 feet. And now it got really interesting, the shape of this passage. I'm going to pause it again and show you what it looks like when I take a flash photo. Alright, I'm continuing. It's a really eerie silence down here. I'll let you listen in a second. It's just, I can hear myself breathe, and in the flashlight there's a bunch of dust, even though it just rained. I hold my breath for that. That's a really quiet. It's like what it'd be like to be deaf. It's sort of creepy with how light like filters in through some side passages, and you see light up ahead and you think that you see like a shape around the next bend, but it's not like a dwarf or anything. Or like the number one things I wouldn't want to encounter in a cave would be like rabbit animal, dark elves, like the evil kind, angry dwarves, rock golems, balrogs, goblins. Am I missing anything? Ghosts. Ghosts are not as scary as actual physical beings, but yeah, this is pretty high up there on my like fears. There's like quartz veins above me where they got the gold from, and there's water dripping from them. And it's just all around extremely interesting, but it's extremely scary doing this completely alone. And no one knows where I am right now. I didn't even tell anyone that I was going here. So this is pretty spooky. This is the mines of Dahlonega. If you want to find out where this mine is, like exactly on a map, you need to private message me because it's probably trespassing. And it might be. It might not be. It might be on county land. So, alright, well, I'm going to continue because I want to get the hell out of here. I wish you guys could see if I had a brighter light. Here's the second great room. There's beer and Powerade and shit, and there was an entrenchment tool. And one time we thought we saw like a skull in this side passage here. And it's just pretty cool. Not really much to see for the camera. I don't know how well this camera's gonna work out on like being able to see stuff. There's a big ass collapse here, and I just gotta crawl through like on my side because I don't want to get all the way down in the mud. Oh, hit the ceiling with my back. I'm doing like the military crawl here. This is a massive collapse. And I'll show you some stuff that I didn't show you before. This looks like iron right here. It's just fairly dark and reddish, and it comes in veins, and then it's a black vein with some red around it. That's probably iron veins. And they did copper mining, and they did gold mining. They might have done iron mining. I know there is around Mount Yonah, there's an asbestos mine. And I do want to check that. Do you really want to go in an asbestos mine? I don't. Alright. I'm going to try and get out quick because I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I want to film a little when I get outside. I'm out of here. Daylight. Have you ever just been happy about seeing daylight versus that? Daylight, that. Which do you prefer? I don't know. Well, let's do a quick recap of what we saw here today. Well, mines are scary, but only alone. They're interesting. It's a gold mine in Dahlonega. I did it so you don't have to. That's my video on the mines of Dahlonega. That's just one of them out of like hundreds and hundreds, out of like 10 to 20 that I know about, out of like 10 that are safe to go into. There's one that you can go into and you can pay money. It's called the Consolidated Gold Mines. It's beneath the Walmart in town. And it's much more interesting than this because it's way taller. It's hard rock. It's where they had a vein of gold. Very, very long vein of gold. And that wraps up my story for today. I wonder if that bump on my head is visible. Yep, I cut my head open on the stone. My adventure is at a close. I would try and find a way out of here, but there's a straight up cliff. And, well, I'm gonna get to my car soon. Head back home. It was very fun, very tiring. Just to give you an idea of the cliff that I'm climbing out of here. That's the way down. And I can barely see the way up. This one right here is a fetid mud hole, not fit for a dwarf. Campfire outside. Cliffs on all sides from either a massive mine collapse or from hydraulic mining. And then that hole right there. And I didn't go into that one, but I've been in it before. And it's water up to your nose. And you basically got 7 inches ceiling. And you're crawling like a worm through the dirt, like basically swimming through mud and water with enough air for your nose. And I'm not taking my camera down there because I'm bruised up and dirty enough. Mining must be hard work.